CIET NCERT presents audiobook Santur, Textbook of English for Grade 5.
Page 65, Unit 3, Water. Chapter 6, Water Tank. There's a QR code given at the top right side of the page. Scanning the QR code will take you to additional information about this chapter. Let us read. Water conservation is a practice that has existed for centuries. Even hundreds of years ago, there were huge water storage structures. These did not just store water, but also protected cities from floods, provided drinking water, and brought people together. Today, in many parts of India, many communities still practice the traditional water management methods. In Tamil Nadu, Oranis store rainwater for drinking and farming. In Kerala, Pannamkeni wells are known for not drying up even in the hottest months. There is an image at the bottom of the page. It depicts. Similarly, tankas, as shown below, are quite common in Rajasthan's Thar region. There is an image at the bottom of the page. It depicts a circular tank made of bricks. The tank has a white top surface and a brick wall around it. Page 66. They are underground tanks that can store enough water for 6 to 7 months. Nowadays, most people have water tanks to store water in their homes. These tanks store hundreds and even thousands of liters of water. Usually, they are kept or built on the roofs. Such water tanks are called overhead water tanks. Most of us are familiar with water tanks, but there is something different about the overhead tanks of Punjab. Punjab is a state in the northwestern part of India, rich in culture and heritage. Punjab is also known for the unique designs of water tanks in its rural areas. There is an image at the left side of the page. It depicts unique design of an overhead water tank. The overhead water tank is designed in the shape of a football. There is another image at the bottom right side of the page. It also depicts unique design of an overhead water tank designed in shape of a rooster. You may see tanks shaped like a giant flower, a large football, a brown rooster, a statue, or even an aeroplane. People carefully plan the designs of their water tanks. Page 67. Every tank tells us something about the people of the house. For example, if the owner of the house is a farmer, the water tank may be in the shape of a tractor or a bullock cart or even a rooster. If the owner likes football, the water tank of the house may be shaped like a football. All these tanks are made of cement. The frame of the water tank is made using steel rods. Later, concrete is used to give it final shape. Then it is installed on the roof of the house. The final product is a unique tank that can hold hundreds of liters of water. These unique water tanks are the heart of the communities in rural Punjab. There's an image at the bottom right side of the page, which is depicting another unique design of an overhead water tank. This overhead water tank is designed as a tractor and a man sitting on it. New words: conservation, overhead, culture, heritage, containers, unique, concrete. Page 68. Let us think. Part A. Answer the following questions. First, what do we use a water tank for? Second, where is Punjab located on the map of India? Third, how are the water tanks in Punjab made? Fourth, how do the unique shapes of water tanks reflect the identity of the house owners? Part B. Think and answer. First, an overhead water tank is a way to store water. Do you know any other ways of storing water? Second, If you had to build a water tank, what would you make it look like? Why? There's an image at the right side of the page depicting a unique style of an overhead water tank designed in shape of an award trophy. Let us learn. Short forms or contractions. Short forms are when two words are combined and some letters are left out. An apostrophe takes the place of the missing letters. For example, point 1, aren't equals are not. Second point, wouldn't equals would not. Page 69, Part A. Write the contractions of the following words. First, do not. Blank space is provided for students to fill the answer. Second, is not. Blank space is provided for students to fill the answer. Third, are not. Blank space is provided for students to fill the answer. Fourth, cannot. Blank space is provided for students to fill the answer. Fifth, could not. Blank space is provided for students to fill the answer. Sixth, did not. Blank space is provided for students to fill the answer. Part B. Rewrite the following underlined words using contracted forms. First, Partho is not feeling well today. Is not is underlined. His parents have decided that he will stay at home till he gets better. He will is underlined. Partho is bored and cannot stay at home anymore. Partho is underlined. He decides to ask his grandmother if he can go outside, but he thinks she too would not agree. Would not is underlined. Second, it is a rainy day and Tina is not happy. It is and is not are underlined. She cannot go out to play with her friends. Cannot is underlined. Her brother does not want to play indoors either. Does not is underlined. They have decided to watch a movie instead. They have is underlined. Their mother says she will make popcorn for them. She will is underlined. Part C. Read the following. First, that is so creative. Second, he saw a rooster, a tractor, and a giant football, all made of cement. Third, hooray, India has won the match. Page 70. These sentences are examples of exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences express strong emotions. Can you name any 4 emotions? Blank space is provided for students to fill the answer. An exclamatory sentence can be identified by the use of exclamatory words like wow, hooray, oh, and the use of an exclamation mark. Part D. Find at least 5 exclamatory sentences from your Grade 4 English textbook and identify the emotions or feelings expressed in them. There's a table given in the page which is divided in 2 parts. Part 1 is of sentence and part 2 is for feelings or emotions. First one is, that's so creative. Feeling or emotion, amazement or wonder. Rest of the blanks are empty for students to fill the answers. Note to the teacher. Point 1. You may facilitate this activity by providing learners with a list of words for emotions. You may also use emojis or emoticons to help them understand the words for emotions. Point 2. Learners may work in pairs or groups to find the sentences from their Grade 4 English textbooks. Point 3. Encourage students to read the lines before and after the exclamatory sentences to get a better understanding of the emotions or feelings conveyed. Page 71. Part E. Look at the pictures of the animal families and read the words given below each of them. There are 12 animals on this page, 4 different animal families given on this page. First, lion, lioness, and their lion cub. Second, tiger, tigress, and their tiger cub. Third, rooster, hen, and their chick. Fourth, bull, cow, and their calf. Page 72. There's another animal family given on the top of this page. Stallion, mare, and their foal. Part F. There is a picture given here. Would you like to add anything to this picture? Use your crayons and color pencils to add to the picture. There is an image given on this page which depicts cartoon illustration of a girl sitting under a tree reading a book, a squirrel sitting next to her on the grass. The background has blue sky with white clouds. Blank spaces given for students to complete, draw and color. Page 73. Let us speak. There are many ways in which we can save water. The simplest way is to stop the wastage of water. Part A. Sit in groups of 3 and discuss. Point 1. How do we waste water in our daily lives? Point 2. What can we do to stop this wastage? For example, using running water to brush teeth wastes a lot of water. We can use a tumbler or a mug to save water. Part B. Write at least 3 such examples and share with the class. Note to the teacher. Point 1. Encourage the learners to provide their examples after discussing with their group members. Point 2. Help the learners with the English counterparts of the terms or phrases they bring up during the discussion. Point 3. Encourage all the groups to share their points. Part C. Say aloud, water tank and water tank. Point 1. Do both phrases use the word tank? Yes or no? Point 2. Do they mean the same thing? Yes or no? Now say aloud, ice cream and ice cream. Point 1. Do both phrases sound the same? Yes or no? Point 2. Do they mean the same thing? Yes or no? Page 74. Let us listen. Listen to your teacher read out the following passage and choose the correct options. A day without water. One hot summer morning, Suma woke up and went to brush her teeth. But when she turned on the tap, no water came out. She was surprised. Her mother said, "There's no water in the tank. The whole area has no water today." Suma quickly realized how difficult it was to live without water. She couldn't brush her teeth, wash her face, or take a bath. In the kitchen, there was no water to cook food or clean the dishes. At school, the toilets were closed. Very little drinking water was available, and the children were told to bring water bottles from home. Suma saw that people in her neighborhood were upset. Some ran to the nearby shop to buy water bottles, while others waited near a water tanker that came from another place. Everyone looked worried. That evening, the water was finally restored. Suma felt very happy and promised herself that she would never waste water again. She decided to tell her friends how precious water is. Suma's school announced a water conservation week. They planned activities like poster making, planting trees, and even a water-saving competition. Suma and her friends made posters with slogans like "Save every drop" and "No water, no life." There's an image given at the top left side of the page where Suma is standing inside her washroom looking in the basin and there is no water coming from the tap. There's another image given at the top right side of the page where Suma's mother is standing in the kitchen and there is no water coming out of the tap for cooking or for cleaning. There is another image given at the bottom right side of the page which depicts water conservation setup. The rainwater is going directly into the roof of the house. The raindrops are sliding down the roof of the house. Through a pipe it goes to the water tank, which can be conserved and used later. Page 75. After this experience, Suma understood how important water tanks and water-saving habits are. She asked her parents to set up a rainwater harvesting system at home. Her parents agreed happily. Choose the correct option. First, why was Suma surprised in the morning? A. Her friends came to visit. B. There was no water in the tap. C. She saw a rainbow. D. She had a holiday. Second, how did people manage without water? A. They did not need water. B. They bought bottles and waited for tankers. C. They drank juice instead. D. They went swimming. Third, what did Suma promise after the water supply was restored? A. To waste more water. B. To never waste water again. C. To turn off the tap. D. To check the water tank frequently. Fourth, what activities were planned during the Water Conservation Week? A. Making taps. B. Poster making and planting trees. C. Tank making. D. Watching flowing water. There is an image at the bottom right side of the page where Suma is holding a chart which states the slogan, "Save every drop, no water, no life," which depicts water tap with a drop of water. Inside the water drop, there is earth. Page 76. Fifth, what did Suma suggest to her parents? A. To go near a well. B. To build a swimming pool. C. To fix a rainwater harvesting system. D. To buy a new tank. Note to the teacher. More questions may be added to the above. Let us write. Part A. Design a poster in the space below. Encourage people to preserve and clean old water tanks. Include Point 1. Topic: Saving our water tanks, a community awareness campaign. Point 2. A catchy slogan, for example, "Save tanks, save lives." Point 3. A few bullet points on why tanks are important. Point 4. An invitation to join a cleaning drive or awareness program. Mention the place and time of the cleaning drive. Blank spaces provided for students to make their poster. Page 77. Part B. Write 10 words that end with ER. For example, water. WATER. Blank spaces provided for students to write more such words which end with ER. Now do the same thing with OR and AT. Blank spaces provided for students to write more such words. Write the words in your notebook. Let us explore. Part A. You have read a lot about tanks. Have you ever wondered how these tanks are cleaned? Find out about the techniques for cleaning water tanks. You may bring relevant pictures or photographs. Prepare a chart and put it up in your class. Page 78. Part B. There are some images given here. The story may already be familiar to you. The Thirsty Crow. There are 4 images on this page. The first one depicts a thirsty crow sitting on a pot on a sunny day. In the second image, the crow bent down and picked up stones from the floor and picked up stones from the ground. In the third image, the crow started dropping those stones inside the pond and the water level kept on increasing. In the fourth image, the crow was successfully able to drink water from the pot. The crow has become famous for its innovative idea. Imagine that your school has invited the crow to interact with the students. Enact the event with the help of your teacher. Note to the teacher. You may assign the roles such as the crow, school principal, teachers, school pupil leader, as well as technicians for mic testing, photographer, and videographer. The audience may consist of 15 to 20 students, some of whom may ask questions. Ensure that the whole class is involved in the activity. Chapter 6 ends here.
Santur, you were just listening to this audiobook. Textbook of English for Grade 5. Narrator Mansi Chauhan. Sound recordist Mohammad Faizan Khan. Production assistant Surendra Kumar. Directed and produced by Vimlesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.